What is going on, guys? My name is Eric, also known as Aviator, coming at you live once again from my home here in Central Florida. And as you guys might be able to tell, today I'm trying something new, a straight up legitimate video commentary for the first time ever on my channel, putting my video or face along with this gameplay in one take, and hopefully I'll be able to do it. But there's a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about today that are interesting and valuable for you to know. So first and foremost, you're watching me play some Modern Warfare 3. I believe the map name is Mission. This is a good map. I really enjoy the map. It's one of the only linear maps in the game that gets me excited. Now, two that you guys may hopefully by now have noticed, I am wearing glasses. These are Gunner optics, and I've decided to leave them on today because I usually take them off right before my videos. You can usually see like the little indents on my nose. I wear Gunners every single day. Now, I don't make money by promoting them. I wish I could, actually. I've asked them for a discount code or some way for me to make some money because I know that I've sold dozens and dozens of these things. They're not cheap. They're 80 bucks. But if you spend as much time in front of your screens as I do, it's well worth your time. I've got 3 screens in front of me right now, actually 4 total, counting the TV. So I've got my MacBook Pro, then I've got my PC over here with not one but 2 23-inch monitors, then I have a 32-inch TV behind that. It's retarded. I have so much time in front of screens that my eyes get tired. So I love my Gunners. They're awesome. So that's number one. Number two, I am going to be talking to you guys about my plans for my motorcycle that I'm going to be building. Yes, I said building. I want to share with you guys some photos, some things that I'll be working on here in the very near future. And I'm working on some ideas of how you guys can get involved as well to kind of give me your 2 cents, and we can build this thing together, turn it into something awesome. But before I jump into that, obviously this gameplay is quite long. As you guys can see, the video is almost 9 minutes long, I think, unless I decide that it's too long and I'm going to cut the beginning where I die a bunch. This is my first Moab. Now, this is my first and only Moab. I've gone 23 kills, 22 kills, at least a dozen times. I mean, at least a dozen times. I play a lot of free-for-all lately, so it's like, I get to 22 kills or 23 kills with Specialist on, boom, die 1 or 2 off. And it's happened so much, it's absolutely ridiculous. So that's frustrating, but this game, I finally got my first Moab, and I gotta tell you guys, I was freaking out. I actually got it on a live stream, and I had to give huge props to the people who were in the game with me. They exercised great restraint, helped me get the last few kills, and it was fun. I mean, genuinely, it was a great experience for me because I'm not the strongest player in the world. For me to go ahead and get a Moab like this was just delightful. And in the future, I'll probably take sleight of hand off my first perk and put the scavenger on because I did run out of ammo, and that was frustrating early on. As you guys can see, I switched weapons, I think, to a G36 and then a UMP45, and regardless, great game, great times. I had this grin this big on my face. Before I jump into the motorcycle, though, there is one more thing. Now that we're 2 minutes into this video, I want to share with you guys my new Scuf controller, because we've talked about this in one of the recent videos, and people asked me to show it off and see what it looked like. I got 2 of these now. One of them is plugged into my Xbox right now. It looks like this is the ADX controller. I freaking love the thing. I'm actually going to be using that one the majority of the time still. But I got something a little bit sexier. This is the Reaper, and I think it's pretty cool. So if you guys want to see these Scuf controllers, I'll put a link on the screen right over one of those sides, or right over there somewhere, that'll have details to my review video. These things are awesome because they have the bumpers on the back, so like extra buttons. It's like a jump and knife, which is pretty swell. But regardless, now we can finally, 3.5 minutes into this video, talk about what I want to talk to you guys about. And this actually works out pretty well for me because I wanted to get your thoughts on what I can be doing for this motorcycle idea, because I'm going to be changing things up a little bit. I thought about buying a Ducati. I was actually looking at a Ducati Monster. I've owned 2 of those already in the past. I love them. They're awesome motorcycles. However, I was also looking at buying a Ducati 749. Now, Ducatis are great. They're expensive, they're sexy, they're Italian, they're the Ferrari of motorcycles. I mean, they really are. They're just beautiful bikes. However, I decided to change things up because I wanted to be able to make a YouTube video series to share with you guys, to go on an adventure with you guys as we do this thing, because to me it's important that I share with you whatever it is I'm working on. So with that in mind, what I'm going to be doing instead of buying a Ducati that's ready to ride, I'm buying a 1970s Honda is the plan right now. I'm looking at buying a 1979, I think it is, or 78 Honda CX500. Now, I want this bike. It's not the best bike for what I'm wanting to do, but I love the engine shape. The engine shape on this thing is very unique. It's just looks different, and when you see what I'm going to do with it, it'll impress you. Because the first thing you think of when you look at this bike is, well, that looks dreary. And I do agree. It does look dreary. But that's okay. It's an old bike. It's it's made in the 70s, and that's quite all right. But dreary or not, it's a sweet bike. Because what I'm going to do with it is turn it into a cafe racer. Now, what I mean by a cafe racer, back in, I believe, basically anytime after World War II, people started buying and fixing up bikes. It started in the UK and it grew all over the world, became this huge freaking sensational thing where people would try to fix their bike up to look just like their favorite racers' bikes. Now, people are still doing this today, and I gotta say, the bikes that are being made are absolutely insane. I'm not gonna be going quite as crazy as some of these guys do. They take like a 1970s Honda and drop a Hayabusa motor into it, make it look all old. They drop the lower handlebars on there, etc. But what I am planning on doing is making it look really, really classy and then decorating it with the Aviator's Aces logo and that kind of thing. So it'll be kind of like the Aviator bike. I don't know, it's not like the Batmobile or anything, but it should be kind of cool. And I'm planning on doing the whole thing with you guys there. So we're gonna tear the bike apart, go through the motor, go through the transmission and everything else. It actually has a gear, not a gear drive, a gear drive. A drive shaft. There we go, drive shaft. See that drive shaft and all that jazz. So it should be pretty cool. But really quick about the gameplay. As you guys can see, I've got that G36 now, and I am nervous out of my mind right here. I've got guys dropping martyrdom grenades. I'm literally at this point pretty much terrified because as I look down here, it's I'm on a really high kill streak. I've got that specialist bonus engaged. I think I'm pretty darn close at this point. I looked at the scoreboard for a split second, and ENADZT, he's a great guy, great player. Check out his description or his channel in the description. He's really just a good guy. And he's like, don't look at the score, don't look at the score, don't trying to warn me. And as we get the spawn flip right here, all these guys start jumping around, and I'm again, freaking out. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. I'm getting assists for days, but I had a great time. So regardless of all this stuff, I wanted to share with you the motorcycle stuff because here is the original bike. Once again, here's a picture of it. I'm looking at getting a bike that looks just about like this. They aren't that expensive, a couple of grand, so I'm planning on spending. I want to get something that's kind of low mileage, but then I want to put a bunch of money into it and turn it into this sexy cafe racer style looking thingamabob. And have you guys involved every step of the way. I'm going to have you guys helping me make decisions for what kind of stylization or stylization? That's not a word. Anyway, what kind of style I want to go with. Ooh, come on, Aviator, get your aim together. That's kind of my goal, though, is just to kind of have you guys come alongside me and do this thing with me. But right there, guys, is my MOAB, and I was dancing. So yeah, I know a lot of people get Moabs, but I'm not the best player in the world. There's a giant 720 of joy as the Moab goes off, and as you guys can see there, that is the final kill. And that's it. So that's my gameplay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you've enjoyed this commentary of slightly different shenanigans. I kept trying to remember to look up the camera instead of the screen, because normally I try to commentate watching the video when I can, so I keep track of what's going on, etc. But regardless, you guys got to see the new Scuf controller. I talked about gunner glasses. I talked about the new motorcycle I'm working on. It'll be the Aviator's answer to the Batmobile or the Bat bike or something. I don't even know. Regardless, there's that spin of joy once again. I go 33, 6, and 4, and yeah, had a great game, had a great time playing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions for me. I look forward to talking to you in the very near future. See you later. Bye-bye.